All right, everybody. It's crazy. It's the last week of the season already. And,
Yes, here.
We're coming to you live for the last week 17.
Got a guest.
We got another guest, and we have, before we get to it, we have nice mugs from Steven, our guest.
Our very first, not
Steven and
second
Ella.
guest.
No, he's our second one.
Second
Steven
guest.
and Ella, thank you very much.
Suit up in honor of Steven and
we
the
love
mugs.
the mugs.
All right. What's your name?
Charles. I'm Charles, everybody.
Charles. Okay.
He's right. That's his name.
That's my name.
Oh, and if you want mugs like this, contact us, and we'll figure something out for you.
Yeah, if you want a mug, we can get you one. We don't know how, but we can get one.
We'll do it.
Yeah.
Somehow.
All right. Ready?
Yeah, let's get to it.
First of all, every game this week is on Sunday, so make sure you watch football games on Sunday. First game up is the Ravens at the Bengals. Steve Smith, last game ever.
He's 89% sure.
He's 89% sure. Let's remind
And
him.
we're Panthers fans. We're not biased, but we're Panthers fans, so it's a big time for us.
Big time for us. I'm going Ravens.
I'm gonna go Ravens because there's no way Steve Smith loses.
I
last
feel
game.
like
It
Steve Smith.
can't happen.
I feel like he's telling him in practice, I want the ball, I want to go out on a win, and I'll do whatever it takes to go out on a win.
Yeah,
So,
I think I'm going to go with the Ravens, too.
you want the Ravens?
Yeah.
All right. Up next, we got the Texans at the Titans.
This is an interesting one though. You
Yeah.
got the Titans who have been really hot, and they just lost to the Jaguars after they beat the Chiefs and the Broncos. Somehow they lost to the Jaguars after that.
Brock Osweiler's not playing, though, is it?
Yeah.
No.
Well, that might help the Texans.
He's done.
They're not making that mistake.
They,
Well, they
wasted,
make
they
that
wasted a
mistake
lot of
most
They
of
money.
made that mistake for like 14 weeks or like 15 weeks, and then they're like, you know what? We made a huge mistake, guys.
Wasted quite a bit of money on him, too.
Yeah.
I'll go with the Titans, yeah. I was going to go with
I'm gonna go with the Titans because I feel like the Texans' little win streak they've had.
Mary
they could
Good's
go on
out, too.
forever. Yeah.
That's right. He had surgery
He's out for the
yesterday.
season,
Oh.
so...
Man,
Yeah, I'm gonna go
still-
with the Texans.
The
then.
run game.
I'm gonna go with the Texans.
I think I trust the run game to carry the team.
I
even
think the
when
Texans are just like they have a lot to play for now. Well, like you would say they don't because they're not making the playoffs probably.
Yeah.
But I mean they can finish out on a good note with their quarterback.
No.
They probably won't make the play. I think they could possibly.
They're
I
not
think the
leading the
Titans
division
can-
anymore.
Are they?
I-
That division's been up for grabs.
Oh,
so much.
I think they're first or
Yeah, they're
second.
winning that
Are
division.
they really?
Yeah,
Oh,
they're-
okay. Well, then they have a lot to play for. Even
They're
more than I
still in
already
the
thought.
running. Yeah, they're still in the playoffs. Right?
Yeah, I think
I'm gonna definitely pick them. Then I'm picking the Texans.
I think the Titans will carry that.
I think Tom Savage has been doing pretty well for him.
He had a rough game last week, but I mean, what can you say about a guy's second start? I mean, well, really, that was his first start.
Yeah.
He came in, Brock Osweiler got benched. So I mean,
They just got to use just pretty much.
I'm going to
just
stick
look
with the
around.
Titans. I think the Texans are going to disappoint like usual.
yeah, I think that run game.
In
I
clutch. In
Okay,
clutch
you guys are
times.
making me want to switch back. I'm not doing it. I'm only doing one switch. I'm staying with the Texans.
Think, oh
Ooh,
man.
This next one's rough. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna pick the Buccaneers. The Panthers at the Buccaneers. Buccaneers, they've been more consistent than the Panthers. That's the only reason I'm picking them.
Way more consistent, and we
I
do
like
go.
Jameis
The
Winston.
Panthers are going to keep their starters in, I think, but
Yeah, Kuechly's not playing. He's already been
Kuechly's
ruled out.
out.
I wouldn't be shocked to see a
Trey
pulled
Boston's out.
Cam at halftime.
Devin Funchess just got put on IR. Trey Boston got put on IR. But Demir Bird, the preseason delight that we got to see, that I've been waiting on, he's gonna be
he's active.
He's gonna be active. He's gonna be activated for
Yes.
this game.
Thank God.
That's what I want to see. I want to see Demir. He was the most dynamic player in the whole preseason on the
No,
Panthers.
no doubt. But I think we're all going Bucks on this one. All Panthers fans, all Buccaneers picks. We're not
Yeah,
biased.
yeah,
Just
we
like
don't
throw
wanna-
Joe Webb in there and see what happens.
Yes,
That would be interesting.
That's exactly what I was
That would
saying.
definitely be interesting.
But
Next
yeah,
game is I'm picking the Browns again. I'm doing it.
They're hot. They're hot.
I'm
They
doing it.
undefeated the last week.
The Browns at the Steelers. I'm picking them. I know they're in. I
Roethlisberger's
know
been
they're
up
in
and down all
Pittsburgh.
year.
I feel like the Steelers could lose focus and lose. I really think
I
trap
really-
game style they could do it.
I don't know if I can go with the Browns just yet, though. I'm
I'm
not, I'm not on a
gonna
bandwagon
be
yet.
I'm gonna be an outlaw and pick the Browns because they're hot, and I mean they're hot because they won one game.
I picked them last week. The only time I've picked them all season, and they won. I'm picking them again. I'm doing it.
They got lucky.
I picked them so many weeks and they just disappointed.
They won. But
They were happy.
Well, every other week they've been unlucky though.
that
so they had
video
a
of
couple.
LeBron freaking out whenever they won, he was up in the freaking the suites or whatever. Have you seen that?
Yeah.
He
Yeah,
is
I saw that.
losing his mind. That
I'm
was
gonna pick the
awesome.
Browns just because I think they have way more to play with. The Steelers are pretty much alive to go to the playoffs already.
If the Browns, and think about it, if the Browns win this week and the 49ers lose, the Browns don't even have the number 1 overall pick. Ain't that crazy?
Yeah.
That's insane.
Well, actually, not that crazy because the 49ers have been absolutely garbage.
I think the Browns could beat the 49ers
I think they would
if
beat
they
them.
play.
I really do. They have a
the
couple
Browns
players.
can put up points, though. That's
Yeah.
the thing. Like, they can put up points.
This next game, a lot's riding on who I pick in this game because it's the Cowboys at the Eagles, and the Cowboys aren't really saying who they're going to let play. They don't know if they're going to let Prescott play. They don't know if Elliott's going to play.
They're gonna just play both of them. I bet.
I would say play both of them because they're hot. Finish with a even better record than you got now. Move to what 14-2.
Well, right now, I think the reason they'll do it, I think they can right now say, okay, the only team we've lost to is the Giants. We haven't lost to any other team. If they lose to the Eagles, now you got some young guys. Like, are we beatable? Like,
Yeah.
I think they're kind of want to be
That's
like,
what I'm
we've
saying.
lost by one team and it was close. We can beat anybody in the league. I don't think they're gonna want to lose.
And
Kind of like
another
the
thing-
Panthers last year. Where they
Another
didn't
thing,
lose.
you got Prescott rolling as hot as he is right now, and the last thing you want is Tony Romo to come in and light it up and just and then when you go to the playoffs and they put Prescott back in, you got this mindset of Prescott, and he's sitting there like, am I playing for my job? Do I have to go out there and overperform to keep my job? You know, and then he's gonna go out there and make a huge mistake, and you don't want him to do that.
You know what was really shocking in the Cowboys game last week was Jason Witten. He dropped a pass and he did a
false start
false start. I was like, is this real? Right
in
now?
the same game.
Is this real?
But I think
I think they're gonna get back on track though. And
Yeah,
they still won. They blew out the Lions.
I think I'm gonna stick with the Cowboys because I feel like they're gonna play Prescott and Elliott. That's what I think
I'm going
personally.
Cowboys, too.
Cowboys clean sweep. Okay.
Yeah,
The Eagles have been impressive, but I just
the
don't-
Eagles have been pretty good. Though,
The Cowboys have been consistent all year. I mean,
They've been the most
Straight
consistent.
I think
team.
the only reason the Giants beat them is because they just kind of like one of those situations where they have their number, kind of like the Rams, the Seahawks, and like a few other. Like some teams can just beat teams that they should
Yeah.
lose to.
Up next, we got the Bills at the Jets.
the Bills, interesting team.
The
You
Bills.
got two teams who are like really lacking like a foundation. Like this is what we do.
Yeah.
One
Rex
team-
Ryan just got fired.
Yeah, he
Their
got fired and
offices-
Rob Ryan got fired.
There's no management.
They both
no
got
offices
fired?
Or, yeah, they're both done.
I didn't hear it. Like
Him and his brother, Rob Ryan.
Yeah, because
They
I-
can't
I-
just fire him and be like, okay, you're his brother.
I knew
and
they
you're
were both on the
D
team, like, I knew
coordinator.
they
The
were
Jets,
both
Todd Bowles, or is that his name? Todd Bowles.
Yeah, Todd Bowles.
He's in the hospital.
He's in the hot
There's
seat.
literally no leadership on either team like right
But
now.
I think Tyrod Taylor is going to play, isn't he?
Yeah.
People are saying they need to get rid of him. Like that's crazy. That's
don't know if
crazy.
That
Sean-
is, if they get rid of him, that's crazy.
That's lunacy.
I don't know if LaShawn McCoy is going to play, but I think the Bills can put up more points.
That's what
I'm picking the Bills, even though I think they usually when whenever a coach gets fired, I never pick him. But the Jets, their coach is not fired, but he's not going to be there.
Yeah.
The Bills at least did it on their terms. Like
Yeah, they knew.
they're
what
like,
they
we
were
don't
getting
want our
into.
coach. Like
They knew what they were getting into when they did it.
Yeah.
And their sub's a really good. I don't know if y'all read anything about it. I read a little story about him. But he's a pretty good. He sounds pretty credible. Better than what the Rams put together.
Well, another thing is LaShawn McCoy. He should be in the MVP talk. That's what I'm because you had him in fantasy and you beat him.
He came through in fantasy this year.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm tired of this. Like, oh, it's Ezekiel Elliott or no other running. No, David Johnson and LaShawn McCoy should be in the running.
We'll make that video.
We are gonna make a video.
And the
on
Jets, who do they have? Bryce Petty? Who's
Bryce Petty and Brandon Marshall's been horrible all season.
Just-
and
just
Matt
dysfunctional.
Forte
Matt
was hot at
Forte,
the
he
beginning.
looks like the greatest thing ever the first 5 weeks, and he hasn't been.
They're just a dysfunctional team. Or they both are, but I'm
Yeah,
gonna
the
go
Bills.
The Bills are the better dysfunctional AFC East team. I'll give it to them.
Up next, we got the Bears, the Vikings. Two more teams that kind of fell off in the
I'm
second half of
picking
the
the
season.
Bears. I'm picking them.
Started 5-0.
Jordan
I don't know
Howard.
who I'm going to pick.
Jordan Howard's the greatest ever, besides Elliott and a couple others. He's the greatest ever. That kid, dude, he runs over everybody.
I might go
Is
Bears.
Adrian Peterson playing?
It doesn't matter. I had him last week. Garbage.
No, he's pretty sure he's not playing.
You done it
I heard
again?
he's not playing.
Dude, he got like 28 yards or something. Like I was like,
Bears.
are you joking right now?
Bears all the way.
Bears.
Jordan Howard, best ever. You heard it here first.
Vikings gave up, a month.
The Vikings are like, screw that. We'll just wait till Teddy Bridgewater comes back.
Got the Jaguars at the Colts for the next game.
I'm gonna pick the Colts. Although the Jaguars, they did beat the Titans
The
last week,
Titans, yeah.
and I was impressed by that. But I'm gonna pick the Colts.
Yeah, I'm picking the Colts.
It's hard not to pick the Colts in this. Yeah.
It's pretty easy pick for us.
Oh, this next one. I
The
think
next one, easy pick.
it could be a shocker. I mean, the Dolphins.
No, dude, actually,
Dolphins, Patriots. I mean,
Patriots at Dolphins. They said the last few times they went there, I think they
that
lost.
matchup is for the Patriots. Whatever the reason, that
Yeah.
matchup is always.
I forgot. I don't want to say the number because I know it won't be right, but I remember kind of generally what it was. I don't want to say it though because I wasn't. I know it's not
Give us
exact.
a general number.
It was like
Don't hold us to this.
I actually could probably find the article again.
The Dolphins
You
have
find
a
that
way,
while we're looking.
They have a way to beat the Patriots.
You
somehow,
find that while
some
you're
way.
looking? I'm picking the Patriots.
I'm definitely picking the Patriots because I mean, if I'm going for the right amount of guesses, but as far as who could beat them, it might be the Dolphins.
The Dolphins have a chance. Yeah, at their place. I mean, I'm not going to put it
It's
past them.
been Dolphins and Jets, the last.
Another hot
decade
AFC
or
team
so.
on who you picking, Charles?
I'm gonna go with the Dolphins.
Going with the
I'm
Dolphins.
gonna go on the
Going out
spoiler
on your
here.
own.
I'm gonna be the safe bet guy and go ahead and get the Patriots. Can't
Next
find that
game
article.
is another hot AFC team. You got the Chiefs at the Chargers.
Chiefs are still in the running, right?
They're
top. Are they top of that division? AFC
nah, the Raiders.
No, I think they are.
The Raiders are. And
I think the Chiefs.
I think they're both at the top actually.
I think so.
I think they have even.
I thought the Chiefs were ahead of them.
I think it's going to come down to like divisional games to decide who wins. I think.
Well, they were ahead of them, but it doesn't mean anything because they were like tiebreakers.
Yeah, tiebreakers. I think it comes down to tiebreakers.
I'm going to definitely go with Chiefs.
The Chiefs.
The Chiefs have
like
been really good.
They can
this
plug
year.
anybody into that backfield, like you said, and they're a good running back. Like, it doesn't even matter who it is. You
They're
plug anybody in.
Tyreek Hill, deep threat. No.
He is so good. God, he is so good.
He is the best special teamer maybe since Devin Hester. Actually, he is.
He is so dynamic.
He's good on punts. He's good on kicks. He's good on
receiving.
He can do reverse. He can do it all.
Yeah, he can do anything. And like the run, it doesn't matter who they put back there. Spencer Ware. Everybody was like, "Oh, Jamal Charles is coming back," and then when he was healthy, everybody was like, "Do we really want to take Spencer Ware out?" I mean,
Yeah, seriously.
So I'm going Chiefs. I don't think the Chargers can get it done. They're so hit and miss. It's crazy.
If they're hit though, they could beat them. But
This next one's a fun one. Cardinals, Rams.
Cardinals, Rams.
I'm gonna pick the
one
Cardinals.
One of the best divisional matchups I think this season because you got the Rams who they haven't really been good in a while, but they could just beat a team out of nowhere. Like
They can beat their divisional rivals. I can't even hardly say it. But
they can beat.
But they can't beat anyone else.
No one else, but they can just embarrass their division. It's so funny.
The Seahawks, they don't want any part of the Rams.
No,
This year they did, but I mean they got fresh off a coach fired.
Yeah, the 2 days before a coach got fired. That's the only reason.
I'm gonna pick the Cardinals.
Cardinals
I'm
just
going Cardinals.
mostly because of David Johnson.
David Johnson, he's in the running for being the best running back in the league right now.
He's a beast.
I mean, Elliott gets way more attention, but David Johnson has more scrimmage yards, and he did have more touchdowns up until last week. I think he probably doesn't now, but he had 17 touchdowns.
And when you say scrimmage yards, you mean passing too?
Receiving and rushing.
Receiving, yeah. So then,
and he with a way less surrounding guys.
Way less.
One guy's the best line in the league. One guy has a pretty decent line.
Carson Palmer's time or as being QB at Cardinals is coming to an end here. So.
Oh, no doubt.
He's declining quickly.
Well, I mean, he already kind of looked like he was going to be done when he left Cincinnati, and then went to the Oakland Raiders, and then it was like, okay, he's done, and then he came back one more time. It was like, how many more comebacks can he do?
Yeah, this is the last one. There's no way it's not.
I mean, he could do it, but I don't know. He looks like he kind of wants to.
This next one's gonna be a fun one.
Yeah, I like the next one.
Raiders Broncos.
Raiders at the Broncos.
I think the Broncos beat him, even though
No,
I don't want to really give it to him. I just think the Raiders.
Oh, no Derek Carr. I forgot about.
Yeah, that's the only reason I'm picking them.
forgot about
It's the only reason. I think they would lose if they didn't.
I'm gonna pick them anyways.
You're gonna pick
I'm gonna pick the Raiders.
the Raiders?
I'm
gonna go with the Raiders too.
And people need to start hitting on the fact that the Broncos aren't going to the playoffs because they've been talking about the Panthers and the Broncos aren't going either now.
Yeah,
so
the
let's hear
Broncos,
it.
they're done. They're mathematically eliminated.
Yeah, I want to hear it. They better start talking
You
about.
can only live on your defense for so long.
Yeah,
You have
exactly.
no quarterback. You have no offense. C.J. Anderson's out. I mean Raiders.
You heard it here first. Tony Romo's going to Denver. My pick, personally.
I'd love to see that.
I don't want to see that because that'd be way overpowered.
I'd love to see that.
I don't want to see that. I want to see the Chiefs. I kind of like seeing the Chiefs on top.
I'm gonna stick Raiders.
I'm going with the Broncos just because I think there's too much wrong for the Raiders, and by that I mean Derek Carr's gone, and I think that's really all it takes.
That divisional game though, their divisional games are they're hard to pick.
Yeah.
Especially in Mile High.
And all of these are freaking divisional games.
Mile High
Every one of
City.
them. Every single one of these are divisional games. Up next, you got the Giants at the Redskins, and man,
This is like
has
the
Odell
Giants
Beckham-
are the hardest team to predict because they could just.
Has
beat
Odell
them.
Beckham been good the second half of the season or what? Like
Yeah.
he has been
He's been-
so good. It's unreal.
Good.
I showed you that picture. I don't know if you saw it the other day. It's like his yards, like the times that he catches the ball and he scores a touchdown. The yards after he touches the ball is like 243 yards or something like that.
Wow.
Antonio Brown's one yard after.
He's up there.
Because every touchdown he catches is in the end zone.
Yeah.
Odell Beckham catches most of his touchdowns from like midfield and goes from there.
As much as I don't like him as a player, as a person,
yeah, he's a mean
he's
player.
a little crybaby.
He's a good player though.
He's a player.
But
it's hard not to go Giants.
I'm going Giants.
Kirk Cousins though, his season has been.
I might pick the Redskins just because they can.
One season's been like a roller coaster.
He's almost at 5,000 yards this season.
Jeez, are you serious?
Yeah.
I think the Redskins could pull it off because they're at home, and I
He's
don't know.
300 something yards short of 5,000 yards.
Yeah, he'll probably.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if he got that either. That's
But
crazy.
I think this is tough. Giants Redskins. I'm gonna go with the Redskins. I'm gonna go with the
You want the
Redskins. on
Redskins?
this.
Yeah, I got them too. I think the Giants are a better team, but I just think the Redskins will win.
The Giants really they can't score points. I mean, a lot of their games they can't put up.
They have no run
They
game.
struggle in the red zone. They can't put up.
They have no run game whatsoever.
No, they don't. No. Who's Rashad?
He's hurt now.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, he used to do it okay at the beginning, but he's hurt now. So I'm gonna pick the Redskins.
Yeah, I'm going for it.
They could have trouble in the playoffs if they end up going. I think
Yeah.
they could still go to the playoffs.
Yeah,
They might have trouble if their run game keeps lacking like it has been. But I mean, they've been really good though. Eli Manning and that defense has been really a lot better.
When he doesn't throw 3 picks in a game,
Yeah.
he's good.
He hasn't done too much of that this season though. He's done pretty good. I mean,
He's been
He said
inconsistent.
this has been one of his better seasons overall. This
Yeah,
has definitely been one of his better seasons.
he's been way better than he has in some of these years. Their
next
defense
game-
is incredible this year too.
Next game we don't got to waste a lot of time on the Seahawks at the 49ers. 49ers are the worst team in the league. It's not they're
They
worse
are
than
so
the
bad.
Browns.
Like
The Browns would kill them.
the Browns have bright spots, like a little bit here and there.
The Browns-
the 49ers just don't have.
They've
anything.
they've lost a lot of close games.
Yeah,
Browns.
they've lost every
But the
one of their
49ers
games. I
haven't
think
been
have
in.
been.
They have Carlos Hyde. That's it. That's all they
They
have.
That's
haven't
it.
been in most of their
Navarro
games.
Bowman on defense and Carlos Hyde on offense. Everybody else.
Definitely
Is,
gonna go
Seahawks
Seahawks.
all the way. Yeah, it's
Seahawks, not
even-
my favorite team.
They're
but
fighting for that playoff
I'm
spot.
definitely picking them.
The next game is the Saints at the Falcons, and I'm going Falcons.
Yeah, me too.
I'd love to go Saints and see the upset, but realistically, you got to go Falcons.
Yeah, you gotta go Falcons. That offense is so
It's-
productive. They just showed it. You know,
And
against
they
us
haven't
Saturday.
fizzled out like we thought. You know,
Nah,
everybody thought
Yeah, I'll admit it. Go watch their first few videos. We were saying watch them collapse,
Yeah,
I
we
thought-
all,
which they kind of did for a while. So I mean, you Falcons fans got to at least admit the middle of the season they looked like they were going to collapse
yeah, they did
for a while there. But
I
they
thought
didn't.
week 6 or week 8, around that time, that's usually when they hit a
They started falling down. They're
They're
like,
off
not
the
this
cliff.
time. And they got
Not
out.
this
They're
time.
like, we're not doing that again. We do that all
Falcons, and it's in
Falcons.
Georgia.
the time. I think they could beat the Cowboys in the play. I think they're the one team in the NFC that might be able to do it.
It's in the Georgia Dome.
The way they play, I think they could just
them
get
are the Giants.
they could just get a lead real quick on them, and then the Cowboys can't play from behind.
Nah, yeah, well they played. The only
That's
time
why
they
they
really play from
lose.
behind is like one touchdown. If they get like when we were playing like 33-16, they can't play like they will not be able to play like.
Yeah,
that.
I think they've only lost like to the Giants, but I think that's why because the Giants the first time I think they got a quick lead on them. I think,
Yeah,
and the second time I think that
it
game was
10
just kind of weird.
10-7 or something like that. But yeah, Falcons across the board. I think on this.
I
one.
think this next one's a pretty fun.
Falcons
The
could be
next
dangerous.
game is the Packers at the Lions. The winner of this game goes to the playoffs and wins the division. The loser goes home.
That's
That-
interesting.
This is
Sunday night, literally the
This
last
is the
game of
game
the
of
regular season,
Sunday.
prime time. You know, and
This
both
is the
teams
game.
both teams have just come out of nowhere.
I kind of want to pick the Lions because I think they've been like they've been a little bit more like steady this year. The Packers kind of started off slow, but I just can't see. I can't just like see Aaron Rodgers not going to the playoffs and Matt Stafford and the Lions going. Just
Well, as crazy as this sounds,
I think the
Aaron
Lions
Rodgers
will
is
win,
leading the league in touchdowns. He's got like 38 touchdowns.
Yeah, he always
He
he did that last year. And everybody
he's
said he
been
never
running
done
a
it.
lot in this year too.
Yeah,
he's been
no.
running more than.
He's got a
usually.
lot of touchdowns this year. A lot.
I think the Packers are going to win, even though I think the Lions could really do it. I just don't think they will do it. I'm
What
picking
think
if
I'm
the
gonna-
Lions have? Is it 8 games with fourth quarter coming?
Yeah, Matt. Yeah, so most in a single season.
See, that makes
Yeah.
me want to pick the Lions because they lost last week, and I don't see them losing.
I was
twice.
waiting for that to happen all week last week too, and they never did. Yeah, it didn't happen.
Well, they actually got out on him by a touchdown too. It was the crazy
It was
part.
21 to they only put
21 to 14,
points.
yeah.
And that Zenner running back that they had in.
Oh, dude, he-
I meant to hit on him. I was thinking that whenever I was watching the game, he was doing it.
Yeah,
he was
he's really
incredible.
good.
As much as I want to go for
Lions.
the underdog,
I'm gonna pick Lions. If you're picking
Like,
Packers, I'm picking
I
Lions.
kind of see the Lions as an underdog in this game. Like
I think they're an underdog, which means that if they're an underdog, I can't pick them if I'm trying to be.
I want to go for them.
You know what I mean? I wanna pick 'em, but I'm not.
Realistically, I'm going to have to go with the Packers.
I don't know. I just don't see the Packers not going to the playoffs.
So both of y'all got Packers, and I'm the only one with the Lions.
Yeah, I really wanted to pick the Lions, but I can't do it. I got to be realistic here.
Okay. All right. Well, that's week 17, last week of the season.
Wow, sadly,
I think
it went by too quick, didn't it?
I think what we need to do is we need to go through and count after this week and see who got the most right. You know what I mean?
We
'Cause
can
saved-
take a while. It wouldn't take that long.
Yeah, we saved them all. You count yours, I'll count mine. We'll be done in 2 minutes.
Well, we quit doing it after. We forgot a couple of weeks, but I mean, for the most part, it wouldn't take long because we.
I have every video. We can just go back and.
we have all the papers still. I mean, all we have to do.
That's
is
what I
go
mean.
with
Yeah, go back and see who counted all the right picks and everything. So that looks.
that. Most
pretty
of them
cool.
we have the fraction on it anyway. So.
Yeah. All right. And we got a good split this week, so this week could maybe decide something. That's the cool part.
Yeah, we're gonna put these up on Facebook and Twitter and every.
Yeah, be sure
all
to look
that
at them. Both our links are down in the description below. we'll have these all three of these filled out and up there. Thanks for watching. Check out all our other videos. Like, comment. We'll see you next time.